Hello, my dear students. This is Dr. Madhuri Goswami, Associate Professor of English, Government Girls College, Jumu. In this lesson, I'm going to give you a brief introduction of parts of speech in English language. Although it's a basic English grammar topic, but I've noticed a lack of practice among my students. When they are asked to describe or to give a definition of noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, etc., they can easily give the mucked up definition. But when they are asked to identify parts of speech in a sentence, most of them are not able to do that. Because understanding parts of speech is essential for determining the correct definition and function of a word, even using the dictionary or using it in their daily life. So this topic becomes very important.
Now let's see what is a part of speech. It is actually a category to which a word is assigned on the basis of its function in a sentence in English language. It also indicates how the word functions in meaning as well as grammatically within the sentence. An individual word can function as more than one part of speech when used in different contexts. There are 8 parts of speech in English language: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Because the verbs are probably the most important word in the English language. And there are 2 reasons. What does a verb do? A verb is a word that shows some action or state. State means a situation. For example, in the sentence, Dylan plays tennis 3 times a week. In this sentence, the verb is plays because that's the action. When we say plays, we use s or es with the first form of the verb with he, she, or it. So, Dylan plays tennis 3 times a week. In the next sentence, I am a teacher. Can you tell me which is the verb in this sentence, I am a teacher? Yes, the word am is the verb here and that's basically the verb be. We say I am, you are, they are, she is, etc. So, I am a teacher. I want you to notice the difference between these 2 sentences. Dylan plays tennis 3 times a week. In the first sentence, we are talking about a physical activity, a physical action. So the person is doing the thing physically. But in the second person, we are not talking about any physical activity, but talking about a state. So this is a state. Being a teacher is a state. So verbs can show actions or they can show some state. Those are 2 types of verbs. Now let's take noun. Actually, it's a name of a person, place, animal, thing, feeling, or idea. Or in other words, we can say noun is a word that represents a person, place, thing, or feeling, or any idea. Let's take a sentence as an example and try to find out how many nouns are there in this sentence. The sentence is, I'm speaking quite slowly at slow pace so that you can note it down. Rosie went to Europe on vacation with her family last year. I'm repeating this. Rosie went to Europe on vacation with her family last year. Now, in this sentence, how many nouns are there? What are nouns? That I've explained already, so we can identify what are nouns in this sentence. Yes, Rosie. Rosie is the name of a person. Okay. Then Europe. Europe is the name of a place. And the next noun is vacation. Vacation is the name given to a trip. Next noun is family. What's family? Family is the group of people in which there are mother, father, daughters, brothers, sisters. So this is the name given to a certain kind of group. And the next noun is in the sentence is year. Year is a period of time. Now let me quickly brief you about the types of noun. There are 5 types of noun basically. Proper noun, that is example of this proper noun is India, Britain, or the name of any person like Madhuri. Common noun, the example of common nouns are man, table, chair, pillow, light, etc. The third type of noun is collective noun, and its example is swarm of bees, bouquet of flowers. And the fourth type of noun is material noun. We can say gold, iron, silver, etc. And the fifth type of noun is abstract noun, and its example is honesty. So these are some important types of noun which we have seen. You can note them down. So I'm repeating them again. 1. Proper noun. 2. Common noun. 3rd. Collective noun. 4th. Material noun. And 5th is abstract noun. Now let's move further towards the next part of speech, and that is pronoun. The word itself gives us the meaning of this particular part of speech, and that is pronoun. Pro means for. Noun, I think you know, noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or any idea. So here, pro means for, so a word which is used in place of noun, which replaces the noun, that is known as pronoun. Well, let's see how many types of pronoun are there in English language. There are 5 types of pronoun. Number 1, personal pronoun. In personal pronoun, there are basically 3 kinds of categories: subjective, objective, and possessive. And the second type of pronoun is reflexive pronoun. Third, emphatic pronoun. Fourth, demonstrative pronoun. And fifth, indefinite pronoun. When we talk about personal pronoun, we categorize them in 3 categories: subjective, objective, and possessive. So the example of subjective pronouns are I, we, you, they, he, she, it, which we use as the subjects of a sentence. And the objective pronouns, pronouns which are used in place of object in a sentence. And the examples are me, us, you, them, him, her, and it. And when we talk about possessive pronouns, their examples are my, our, your, their, his, her, its, mine, ours, yours, theirs, his, and hers. And in the third category, like this is possessive, and the next one is reflexive pronoun, and we can say myself, ourself, yourself, themselves, himself, and herself. So emphatic pronoun is a third one, and in which we can say he himself told me about it, because the emphatic words cannot be used as subjects, so we call them emphatic pronoun. And there is a rule also: if the reflexive pronoun in a sentence is replaced by reciprocal pronoun each other, the meaning of the sentence changes drastically. For example, Yuvi and Karthik blamed themselves for the loss. Yuvi and Karthik blamed each other for the loss. So you can see the difference between these 2 sentences, because the meaning is totally changed and it is reversed drastically. And when we talk about demonstrative pronoun, these are this, that, these, those. And when we talk about indefinite pronoun, we can say these are the examples of indefinite pronoun: something, someone, anything, anyone, somebody, anybody, one, all, few, many, nobody, none, some, everybody, everyone, everything, nothing. For example, we can say in a sentence, we can see the use of one of them, that is, some are born great. And there's a rule regarding this. When most of the above mentioned pronouns are followed by nouns, they no longer remain pronouns, but they become adjectives. So, like some boys were absent yesterday. And the earlier sentence was some are born great. So in this particular sentence, some is used as pronoun, but some boys were absent yesterday. In this particular sentence, this word some, it has become adjective of boys. So in brief we can say pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. Okay, the next part of speech is adjective. An adjective is a word that gives us information about a noun or pronoun. Now, have a look at this sentence, or you can note it down for your convenience. They drive an amazing big red sports car. Well, can you identify in this sentence the adjectives? I'm repeating the sentence. They drive an amazing big red sports car. Yes, amazing big red sports. These are the words which are adjectives in this sentence. These are the adjectives because these words are giving us the information about the car. Like there are some questions which are being answered here by these words. What is your opinion of the car? That's amazing. What size is the car? Big. What color is the car? Red. What type of car is it? Sports. So in brief we can say adjectives are qualifying words. In other words, we can say words or phrases that express something about or quality of nouns or pronouns are called adjectives. They modify or describe nouns. Now let me tell you about kind of adjectives. So in a way we can say number one, adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, then we can say demonstrative adjectives, distributive adjectives, and interrogative adjectives. So these are six kind of adjectives broadly accepted. Now let's have some examples, and in those examples try to find out adjectives. Okay, I'll give you the sentence. The very old man had a frightened look. The very old man had a frightened look. In this sentence, we find the examples of adjectives of quality like very, old. These are two words which are describing man. Another example of adjective in this particular sentence is frightened. The word frightened is an adjective because it describes the look. When we talk about adjectives of quantity, we can say we don't have much time. So this much is here describing the quantity. Enough, little, any, whole. These are some more examples of adjectives of quantity. Adjectives of number or numeral adjectives like 50 students. Most people love sweets. A few, more, several. These are some of the examples which we can cite for adjectives of number or numeral adjectives. When we talk about definite numerals, we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. These are cardinals, and ordinals are another example of definite numerals. They are first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. And they are used with countable nouns. Second type of numerals are indefinite numerals, which are used with uncountable nouns. The examples are many, few, all, some, any, several, etc. The next type of adjective is demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives point out which person or thing is referred to, like this room, these grapes, those pictures, such questions. Another type of adjective is distributive adjectives. We can say, for example, each, every, either, neither. These are the examples of distributive adjectives. Now, the last one is interrogative adjective. So, to cite an example for interrogative adjectives, I would like to say, what sort of a man is he? So, here in this sentence, this word what is an interrogative adjective. So remember that adjectives give us information about nouns and pronouns, and they answer questions like what kind, what color, what type, what size, etc.
So dear students, so far we have studied noun, pronoun, verb and adjective with illustrations and examples. The rest of the 4 parts of speech we will study in the next part of this lesson. There is a suggestion for you. It may be that you find this difficult in the beginning, but don't worry. Just watch it again, listen it again, and if you have any doubt, then just write down in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.